All right, so it's time that you get involved in the greatest wealth transfer of all time. The reason why I call this the greatest wealth transfer of all time is because never before in human history have you been alive or anyone in past generations, other than the first industrial revolution, but where they're taking fiat currencies and digitizing them. They're going to create CBDCs. You hear real world assets and tokenization. This is where you take real world assets like commodities, real estate, and then you tokenize them by putting them on the blockchain. The way this works, right, is real estate, the way you tokenize it, it's not like you take a house and you put it inside of a computer. See, you take something that has the proof of verification of ownership. And then what you would do is digitize the document via smart contracts and then put it on the blockchain to verify the authorization of it. The reason why this is important, this technology will also revolutionize the for sale by owner. It'll make the sale of homes peer-to-peer. Now, if you haven't seen any of my content or anything like that, you see that I post articles about BlackRock. And I'm huge about BlackRock because Larry Fink is the most outspoken about tokenization. He was also talking about treasury bonds, which is also something you can tokenize, where you can verify the yields and the bonds that's on the blockchain. Then you can issue tokens and have governance over it, right? So that way it'll be able to easier, and make it more, efficient when it comes. So the reason why this is important is you have like these major asset managers. You always hear the term follow the money, follow the money, follow the money. And then you have an opportunity here where you can actually follow the money. Not only would you be able to follow the money, but you'll be able to verify it on the blockchain. Now, I know many of you are not familiar with things like Chainlink, but Chainlink and their CCIP, which is cross-chain interoperability. And that's to enable different networks to communicate both decentralized and centralized. It's huge. They already partner with Swift. Look it up. What Chainlink exclusively is, well, not exclusively, but it is an oracle. And what it does is it puts data into the blockchain. And so when it comes to the tokenization of assets, you're going to need an oracle to put the data of like who's purchasing the property and all the things that comes with it into the blockchain. And you're going to have to use Chainlink. So of course, I'm naturally extremely bullish on it. But something else that you have to understand is that there's other two narratives, right? There's DePIN, which is decentralized physical infrastructures, right? And AI. I mentioned both of those together, right? Because the physical infrastructure networks that you're going to need to decentralize is there's a microchip shortage, right? And now it's coming out that the data servers use a lot of energy, right? So there's going to have to be a way where we can reduce the use of independent microchips, right? And that's where you would be able to loan out your GPUs to someone else to use if you're not using them, and then you would issue tokens. The Render project does this as well. Another project you want to look in, and this is a very risky one, but it's something like OPSEC as well, and it does cloud networking. And the reason why I'm looking into all of these narratives, right, is that the World Economic Forum and Klaus Schwab, right, he wrote a book called The Fourth Industrial Revolution, which we live in, right? And because it was coal, gas, nuclear, and now we live in a digital age. Everything's going to be tokenized and digitized. Even Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan Chase, you heard how he doesn't like Bitcoin, but he says that blockchain has real use case. There's a video of it. Maybe if I edit this, I'll put it in on here or at the end, and I'll drop it, the link to it, and then he's like frustrated talking about Bitcoin, but he tells you that blockchain technology has use case. And that's what I want you to consider. I want you to consider how Bitcoin is a decentralized asset on the blockchain. It's designed to be permissionless, borderless, and censorship resistant. Now, the most important thing about all of this, right, is that when you go into your grocery store, you will see that the self-checkout is growing. You use Instacart, Uber, everything is called the sharing economy, meaning, and this is what the decentralized physical infrastructures are, right? It's part of the sharing economy. or like Turo, right? I have a car that I don't use all the time. I could loan it out to somebody, they pay me to use it, and I can earn passive income on renting out my car. If there's someone who doesn't have a car, I have some free time, I can go pick them up and take them somewhere. It's like Uber, right? Then you have Instacart. I have some free time, I can go pick up your groceries for you. Like, you have to see, in all of those are new businesses that are worth billions of dollars. They don't have physical infrastructures. They're digital applications that all you're doing is connecting people via a network. So once you see that this is already an adoption, you will begin to understand that there is nothing stopping this. You're already here and you already level. Right? One of the things that you need to understand is that you actually do love not owning things. And maybe not you particularly, right? There's people who don't want to own a house because they want to stay more mobile, right? And I'm not saying I agree with everything that the World Economic Forum does. What I'm saying is that the agenda that they have, they're using the things that you already like and they're making it better. There's biotech. You got to look into that, right? And there's tons of things. The reason why I'm pointing all this out, though, is that cryptocurrency is going to be the way. These institutional investors are coming. They got big bank, and you need to be in position to catch their bag. Well, guys, it's going to get pretty busy in here, and I don't want to record videos while people are in here. So like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be giving more content so you can thrive through the fourth industrial revolution. I also have a private investment community known as the Visionary Village. If you would like to join, I'll put the link down in the description. If you're watching this on Facebook, just drop a 4 in the comment section. And yeah, guys, see you soon.